Hey, good morning. How are you guys today? Welcome to Writer's Workshop. All right, guys, so the first day on our how-to or informational writing, we learn that before we begin writing, we need to make a list of ideas, topics that we can write about. Yeah, we did that our first day. And those topics were things like games we could play, things we can do, and things we can make. You remember doing that? You've probably added to that list because there's so much you already know how to do. All right. Then we learned that writers of informational writing make a plan across their fingers. So they plan their writing across their fingers like this. Okay. Once they have done this and they've sketched it, like we did for feeding the dogs and taking care of the dogs, it's time for our next step. And our next step, guys, is writing the words. Now, some of you may have already done that, but I was thinking as I was writing at home that what I had given was great information, but I needed to give a little bit more to my writing. So when I was talking about taking care of the dogs, I said the first thing we do is, that's right, you've got it, let the dogs out. But I didn't really tell you why. Then I said feed the dogs and water the dogs, let the dogs in and play. But each one of those directions didn't give any other information. So as a writer, we want to give our reader a little bit more. So this time I sketched it across multiple pages and I need to write. So what was the first thing? The first thing that I said was we need to let the dogs out. So it says, first put the dogs outside. They will need to go to the bathroom. Notice how I added another sentence on here that gives a little bit more information for someone that says, why do I need to put the dogs out first thing in the morning? We want to make sure that they understand why. My next step was putting food and water in the dishes. All right, so then put food in their bowls. Don't put in too much food or they get overweight. Do you see how I added a little bit more to my writing so that the reader understands that not only do I need to give them food, but I don't want to dump all the food in there. I want to give them the right amount of food. I probably could actually add one more sentence telling how much each dog eats. And then I can go on to the next page where I give them water. We don't want to give them too much water. We don't want the water to be dirty if the dogs put their dog food in their water dish. Sometimes that happens, right? They're eating and then they're drinking all at the same time and they drop food in there. So we might want to say that we empty the water dish, wipe it out, refill it, and then give it to them. You see how as I'm writing, I'm giving a little bit more information. So writers, remember today, as you're working on your informational books, your how-to writing, give your reader enough information that they don't only understand what to do, but why to do it. Okay? You ready to go write? I know you're going to make some great books today. All right, writers, have a great time and I'll see you soon.